Good morning to everybody joining us both here and virtually. We're really happy to launch today's Chicago Quantum Summit, the first in-person one since 2019. So I think a lot of us here appreciate, from computing to secure communication to precision sensing, quantum technologies, as Paul mentioned, really have the opportunity to impact all of our lives across the spectrum. And since we last met in person, it's been a couple of years, our ecosystem has really grown at a pretty extraordinary pace. So for example, the European Quantum Industry Consortium officially launched this spring, and they want to further develop their quantum community. France announced a 1.8 billion euro quantum plan to advance technology development in the field. Australia, and they're one of our partners here in the Quantum Exchange, has implemented its quantum technology roadmap, and that includes the launch of the Sydney Quantum Academy to retain and train a generation of quantum workers in Australia. And China's most recent 5-year plan, approved just this last March, provides intense incentives for research and industry to work together very closely to develop quantum technologies. In the US alone, the National Science Foundation launched 2 additional Quantum Leap Challenge institutes in this last year, one focused on the development of large-scale quantum simulators, and the other right here in Chicago, focused on the application of quantum sensors to biological systems. So this brings the 2018 National Quantum Initiative funded centers up to 10. And as we heard, 4 of these 10 are right here in Illinois. And these centers have actually launched really quickly, publishing their first research results, launching training programs, building new laboratories and facilities for everyone here to use. And similarly, in the quantum field alone, research discoveries that have happened over the last decades or so are making transitions into technology, into industry. Some are being acquired by existing companies. Others are being launched through innovative startups, including quite a few you're going to hear about during the day today. So these new companies need support from incubators and accelerators across the globe, including Duality. And you just heard Governor Pritzker talk about the first accelerator dedicated entirely to quantum technologies. And that's a collaboration between UChicago's Polsky Center, the Chicago Quantum Exchange, Argonne National Laboratory, the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and P33 here in the city. So as this ecosystem continues to develop and grow, this is an international infrastructure, and we need to ensure that both research and applications are developed together, with partnerships between all 3 stakeholders: industry, government, academia, and come up with ways to shorten the path from discoveries in the lab to commercialization. And with this new field, as you also heard, we have an opportunity to create a new paradigm for inclusive quantum education, determining how we can really prepare a skilled quantum workforce as the backbone of this economy, developing portable curricula, programs that can provide preparation from all sectors. And in that vein, many of you know the Quantum Exchange recently launched an early undergraduate research program called the Open Quantum Initiative. It's a program we're quite proud of, honestly launched largely by the students in the Quantum Exchange, and now working with faculty and companies to broaden and create a very inclusive and diverse workforce. So today we're going to hear very different perspectives on quantum research and development, commercialization, education, facilities, how we build this workforce, and the steps that all of you can help us take together to build this ecosystem to benefit everyone. We'll hear from quantum experts and leaders across industry and government, academia, who will be joining us both here in person today and virtually from across the country and around the world. We hope these presentations will spark some discussions, encourage new types of engagement across our ecosystem. So in addition to our distinguished set of keynote speakers that you've seen in our program, we have 2 important panels. One that invites top experts to discuss the current state of quantum education and workforce in the United States, and one featuring leaders of 6 quantum science and technology startup companies who discuss their efforts, their challenges and opportunities to bridge the gap between the lab and the marketplace. So things are moving really well in this field, but we have a long way to go. The unique challenges posed by quantum technology can't be addressed by any one of us. And as you heard in these introductory remarks, a successful quantum economy will only be realized by bringing leaders together across different organizations, large and small. And today, and every year with our summit, we aim to do just that. By coming together from all corners of the world and from across very diverse fields, that really is quantum information science, We aim to make this quantum future ahead of us a reality, one that benefits everyone and is accessible to everyone. Okay, now for just a little bit of housekeeping for today. After each presentation and panel, there'll be time for both in-person and virtual attendees to ask questions, which we highly encourage. And feel free to follow us on social media, especially those participating virtually.